The Toronto Raptors. You got Masai Ujiri just kind of playing around with everybody, putting people on the trade market, taking them off the trade market. We don't know what direction they want to go in, but what we do know is they re-signed Jakob Pertl. They drafted Grady Dick at 13. Dennis Schroeder ended up finally finding a team and landed in Toronto. They got Jalen McDaniels in free agency from Philly. Garrett Temple as a free agent vet. And so they made some moves, but then they also lost a longtime guard, Fred Van Vliet. But overall, Chance, like uh, are the Raptors have kind of just been in this middle place since they basically won that championship with Kawhi Leonard. Is this the year that they break out of that and maybe Scotty Barnes, we have an evolution and he takes them to another level? What is your opinion on outlook on the Toronto Raptors?
Yeah, it's a curious case because last year we all thought they were sellers at the deadline, that OG was on his way out, possibly Siakam, Gary Trent, and then what do they do? They go and buy Jakob Pertl, and they're like, buying as if they were a contender. And so this year I would say the same thing, like, oh yeah, they're going to be, selling off and, possibly flip Siakam finally, but with Masai Ujiri, like you said, you never know. Like he's playing fantasy football, he's putting one guy on the trade block, and then he's getting offers, then he's taking him off, and so you never really know what he's going to do. I think on paper, I really like the team. You need Scotty Barnes to take a bigger leap than he did last year. He had a great rookie season and he kind of had a sophomore slump, you would say, going into his last year. And so I think you really want him to elevate his game more, both as a shooter and a playmaker. He just, didn't really take that leap. And so I think it all starts with him. But, Dennis Schroeder is, somebody that can almost, I wouldn't say replicate what Fred Van Fleet did, but Van Fleet kind of had a sneaky, really poor shooting performance the past couple of years. And so I think, Schroeder could increase their efficiency a little bit from there. But overall, they still kind of have a log jam. Barnes Siakam isn't the best pairing as far as like ball dominant guys. So I would think that Siakam is finally on his way out and maybe they get a win now piece that can help them, try to compete this year. But with Masai Ujiri, you never know what he has up his sleeve. So it's really hard to see. As of now, like you mentioned, they're just kind of like that in-between team, and they've been that for the last few years now. So I think it's time to decide one way or the other. Are you going to build around Scotty long-term, or are you going to try to keep winning now? They're just kind of in that middle ground right now.